Fred Beer joins us, County Commissioner from District 3. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Has it been almost a year since we've had you on the radio?
Not quite. I was up here for the interview when I was running, I think it was back in June.
Okay.
Well, it was before June.
Before June, so it must have been in May.
I was done in the primary. So.
Yeah, so you won the primary, and then you just had to sit and wait for 6 months.
Pretty much.
Before you got to take your seat. But now that you're on the county commission, you've been a county commission member. What's it been like? Has it been?
It's been a lot of fun. There's a lot of things getting done around the county. It's a pretty solid commission, even for Eddy County, it's a pretty conservative commission, and I think that's a good thing. Mm-hmm. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of things getting done. I guess the latest brouhaha was the vaccination, and I know there's been some positive developments in that. Particularly, I know the advanced medications in Carlsbad is now giving vaccinations. You can call and sign up. I'm not sure about the Carlsbad Hospital yet.
Yeah, that was, I don't know what their reasons are, but that was kind of a surprise to me to hear that they had not been doing it and had been turning away the doses that they'd been
may go
provided.
Back to your governor and the complications of setting all of that up. So.
Yeah. Well, other hospitals have figured it out, so maybe they'll come aboard.
I think they're heading that way now.
You know what's interesting is after that, like you said, that kind of stirred up a bunch of stuff. Then the state, on their vaccination dashboard, wasn't quite calculating properly. If somebody from Eddy County went to Lee County to get their vaccine, it was showing up in the Lee County percentages. And so they've made all those adjustments. Eddy County is now last in New Mexico in terms of vaccinations per 100 people. So we are dead last. We are 33rd at 8.1 per 100 people. So we went from like 23 or 24 under the prior calculations, and we fell all the way down to 33.
And I think we're 26th as far as the size of the population of the counties. And, part of the trouble was we couldn't get it. I know that's changing. I don't know what the number is, but there's a lot of people down there that are going over to Texas and getting vaccinated. So.
Yeah. And I don't know that number shows up in the per 100
No, I don't know
vaccinations. So we may be higher than that if you are able to take that in.
It's kind of like basing our population on the last census with all of the new population, the new people that have moved in here to work in the oil field. We're not getting credit for any of that either. So.
Yeah. And I wonder, too, what the next color is, because green is, we're trying to get to green, but we're still not open up completely under green. There's still restrictions. So I keep wondering, what's the next color? Is it plaid? Are we going red to green to plaid? And when we get to plaid, then, we can go to a basketball game or watch a football game or have a car show or something like that. I'm not sure what. I hear there's a green plus coming. So
well, I was listening to you earlier this morning coming up here. Maybe the green plus will get us there, but I share your concern that in New Mexico we may not ever be done with this stuff. There may be some kind of restrictions from here on out. So
yeah,
that's worrisome.
And the other thing I noted on the vaccinations was that the top 5 counties in terms of per 100 vaccinations are yellow, green, yellow, yellow, yellow. I don't know what the correlation is, or if there's even a correlation, or is this just a coincidence. But I find it kind of interesting that on the red to green map, the top 5 counties in terms of vaccinations per 100 are yellow, green, yellow, 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 and the bottom 5 are red, 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 red. So maybe we can get some more vaccine out there and help out.
Maybe one of the reasons we're so red is a lot of our folks are out there working in the oil field, producing revenue for the rest of the state. So
that's part of it too. No question about that. When Commissioner Henry was on talk last week, he said the concern on the part of the commissioners was not that the commission was telling people to go get the vaccine. The concern was if you want to get it, it should be available for you to get. Is that
that's where I'm at. Mm-hmm. I believe that wholeheartedly. I don't think we're going to force that on anybody. But one thing, a little aside here, I have been around vaccinations all my life. You know, we started out being vaccinated for the polio and the smallpox and the whole 9 yards. I've never had that. I vaccinated all my dogs, never had a case of rabies or parvo. My horses don't get West Nile virus. They're all vaccinated. I've been vaccinating calves for many, many years. On the label is a coronavirus. It's, I guess, an animal strain, or we've got a different strain of the same virus. I really believe vaccinations work, and I think people should consider that. I know there's a lot of people scared to death of it, and I do not think they should be forced to take it. I think there's some people that probably will be, but I've been vaccinated, and I'm waiting on the second shot, so
Okay.
that's where I'm at on that.
Did you get the Pfizer or the Moderna?
The Moderna.
The Moderna? Okay. One of the folks that does remotes for us was showing me the bruise on her arm. So what'd you do there? And she said, well, 10 days ago, I got my first shot. She had the Moderna, but she still had a bruise.
Well, I've heard about that, but, you know, mine's a little sore. It's no different than a flu shot. You know, I don't get the flu anymore either, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I think that's the way we get to green plus, maybe. Yeah.
Plaid?
Plaid.
Purple, fuchsia. I don't know. We got to come up with a color for for green. Well, introduce your guest. Who did you bring with you today? Because this is part of a quarterly update that we're going to do.
Okay, this is Jason Burns with Public Works Director for Eddy County, better known as the road guy. And everybody that's been out there in the last year or so on the county roads has probably noticed a great improvement in certain areas, not all areas. So.
Well, Jason, thanks for coming and being on the radio with us. Where are you from originally? Are you from New Mexico, or are you one of those transplants like a lot of us?
I'm originally from, I was born in Clovis, New Mexico, so a little further up the road, but not very far.
Okay.
So close enough to be from the area. That's kind of about the northern border of that deal.
There you go. There you go. Well, you look like somebody who probably played sports in high school.
Yeah, we played football back when Clovis would regularly play Carlsbad and Hobbs, and so it's definitely been to the area a lot. So
okay, so you don't tell the people of Carlsbad how well you did when you played, right?
No, it's all right. They know. They remember.
Yeah, that's
they
good.
remember.
Did you ever get to play Artesia?
When we were younger, we never played Artesia when we were in high school, but we played them when we were in junior high and like freshmen, but never in high school.
Yeah.
So
well, people here are proud of the Bulldog Bowl, but the Rock, or what do you call the stadium up there in Clovis?
That's the gym.
The gym
right
is the
there.
Rock, yeah, but the
football is just Leon Williams.
Leon Williams, that's
Williams.
Pretty big tradition there.
It
too,
is.
so.
Let me tell you, that's what we were all about. Grew up, and ever since we could run and gun, that's what we did.
That's right. So what? So you go to college after you graduate?
Yeah. After high school, it kind of bounced around a little bit playing college football, but ended up at New Mexico State, and that's where I ended up with a civil engineering degree and business management. So
okay. So what was your first job after you get out of college?
I ended up, my first job, even actually before I graduated, was I was working for a company in Carlsbad that we did observation and road projects for the city, and ended up out at one of the potash mines building the solar ponds that they built out there east of town. So that was first, and then kind of went from there to the city, and I worked for the city of Carlsbad for 3-4 years and did a lot of good things there and lots of projects, and then kind of had a little stint out at Mosaic, and then here we are. So I kind of landed and make a difference. So.
Yeah. What motivated you to pick engineering as a career? Did you have engineers in your family, or was your family doing something else? You said, I'm not doing that. I'm going to do this.
I had a family.
Or was it a girl?
Everything can be about a girl. Let me tell you.
That's right.
And I will tell you the reason I did end up at State was a girl who's now my wife with 4 kids, and she probably needs the credit for being in Carlsbad. She's from Carlsbad, and that's kind of where we ended up. She wanted to be closer to her family, and so we did. It could have been a girl, let me tell you.
But why engineering? What?
You know, I was like most young kids when I first went to college. Didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I was more concerned about football than I was schooling. And then I kind of realized one day, I was like, I'm going to have to do something. And I always liked building, and I really like math. And so that's just kind of the road it went down, and jumped into that first year of engineering and loved it. So we kept going with it, and there you go.
And then after you got your first job, that you were good with what you'd chosen.
Yeah,
and,
I like the field. I like the building and the construction, and it's always nice to step back after we finish a project and know that this is going to be here, and we built this, and the people are going to get some beneficial use out of it. So
yeah,
there's reasons behind it, and knowing that you're building infrastructure that helps people. So
when these projects get built, do you leave a little mark that's that's your mark, like the silly handprint thing in the cement, or?
Listen, I'm not going to confirm or deny, but I still scratch my name in concrete that we pour. Okay.
I think that, because you wonder, because that you don't know that unless your name's on a plaque or something like that. How do you know, or how do you prove that you did that, or you were part of that? So.
No, it's one of those deals you just kind of know, and it's nice to drive by. It's real hard for me to drive through Carlsbad right now and not start pointing at projects we worked on and that are still being enjoyed today. So
yep, there you go. That is fantastic. We're going to take a quick break. Jason Burns is with us. He is the Public Works Director for Eddy County. Fred Beard, County Commissioner, District 3, is with us. And when we come back, we want to talk about all these projects with the county that have been worked on, where we're at, and what we can look forward to coming up in the new year. So stick around.